Ron Yates, you're here with us today at the exhibition of the Bill Shankly photographs that we've got at the Echo offices here. Some fantastic memories. It must take you back.
It does, you know. It's the first time I've obviously been here, you know, and saw the photos. Some great photos. And, you know, he was one of these men, you know, very normal, but, you know, very good as well. You know, if you're having a hard time, some players was having a hard time, he would go and talk to them and get them up again. You know, and you know, I thought he was like a father to me.
Of course, a great man. And you were looking at this picture behind us here. I don't know if we can see it, but Bill Shankly actually kicking a football and looking pretty stylish about it. He loved joining in with you at the games, didn't he? You were saying.
Oh yeah.
And he was very competitive.
Yeah, he was very competitive. You know, it was only probably a five-a-side or a six-a-side game. You know, and he wouldn't stop until they were winning, you know, and when I say they were winning, you know, we gave them a few goals, John, you know, to make sure they did win, you know, and then when he was in front, he would blow the whistle and says, "That's it, lads, you know, you've done well, you know, unlucky, you know, we were a good set."
And Liverpool doing pretty well at the moment, Ron. You've been watching them, I know.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed with Sturridge and Suarez. You have to be, don't you? They're looking a good side again now, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, when I looked at the game, I was at the game on Saturday, you know, and the both were unbelievable. I wouldn't have liked to play against any of the two of them, you know, or even two of them against, you know, your side. And if they could keep this momentum going, you know, we've got a good chance of the top four.
And just a final word, Everton going great as well under Roberto Martinez. We've got the derby coming up in just a few weeks' time. You played in many Merseyside derbies, didn't you? It's going to be an interesting one, isn't it, this time?
Very interesting this time. You know, it's, you know, we're both sort of in the same points, let's put it that way, you know. And I think they've got a decent side. But, you know, if it's at Liverpool, I think we've got the advantage, you know. And if we play in Everton, they've got the advantage.
It's at Everton this time, of course, yeah. But it'll be a great game, no doubt.
It'll be a good game to watch, you know. A few tackles going, flying tackles, and you know, which, you know, in our days was very similar. But, you know, if we win them games, you know, we've got a good chance of the top four.
Great stuff. Ron Yates, thanks very much indeed for joining us.
No problem.